We're discussing business end of the year planning. I'm unveiling my techniques for helping businesses seamlessly transition from one year to the next with minimal stress. Before we get started, let's answer this question. When should a company complete its end of the year preparations? If by the Christmas holiday season, in other words, after December 15th or before the company's holiday party, if anyone is still working on business end of the year preparations, someone did something wrong. Either no target completion dates were set, poor time management, or something else. Information technology. Backing up company data should be done throughout the year. I highly recommend business owners verify that ongoing backups have been done. Check the company's backup source to make sure company data is backed up. If there is no system in place to back up your files, please consider this time to back up accounting files, emails, client files, cell phone contacts, and employee folders. Ask employees to back up assigned computers, contact lists within the email program in the computer, as well as current projects and documents. Back up vendor information, including the inactive vendors. Back up your business contacts. Back up anything related to operating your business. Personally, I use a total of 4 backup methods, and I've been doing this for a number of years. Cleaning computers and deleting garbage should help improve employee productivity by speeding up sluggish or older computers. This is something an IT professional can accomplish throughout Q4. Business owners or managers should do what's necessary to clean the computer to optimize performance, update software, and remove any unapproved programs or files. Again, an IT professional can check for hidden malware as well as ensuring up-to-date virus software is being used. Account for computers taken by home employees. Q4 is the time to account for all company property. If computers are assigned to employees, ask that all company equipment be returned to the office temporarily. Again, an IT professional can create their own process to determine if the computer serial number match and if the HR department have the master or administrative password. Evaluate outdated equipment during Q4. Is there any equipment that needs to be replaced no matter how much maintenance has been done on it? Review all company equipment to determine if it can last another year or if replacement is needed. This includes printers, computers, monitors, servers, and software. Human resources. Review each employee's personnel folder. Physically look inside each employee's personnel file and verify all required employee documents, agreements, and forms are there and signed. For example, after hire, an employee was issued a company credit card. Additional employee documents and/or agreements may include a wage deduction authorization agreement, wage deduction authorization related to the improper use of a company credit card, a background check, and/or a credit report. Verify each employee has an emergency contact form in their folder with up-to-date information. These are just examples of what should be in an employee's personnel file. By the way, if your employees only have federal documents like an IRS Form I-9 and a W-4, you will have a lot of work to do. Ask employees if changes are needed on their IRS Form W-4. As families grow and children move out, updates may be needed on an employee's W-4 statement. This can be performed by sending a blanket email letting employees know to see the HR representative to update this information. Evaluate future staffing needs. Q4 is when companies should evaluate its staffing needs and decide if more employees are needed. Can the company afford to hire more employees? Are current employees being utilized effectively? Perform employee performance evaluations. I recommend formal employee evaluations at least once a year. This is where each employee receives one-on-one time with management to discuss any issues related to job performance, additions or reductions in primary job duties, problems the employee has encountered while doing their job, and discuss any suggestions the employee may have to improve their job performance. Performance evaluations, especially this time of year, are super important and will allow everyone to reboot and plan for improvements in the next year. Will there be a holiday and performance bonuses? A holiday bonus is different than a performance bonus. Holiday bonuses are typically the same dollar amount gifted to all employees during the Christmas season and have nothing to do with job performance unless specified by the company. A performance bonus is monetary incentive earned by the employee for going above and beyond their job description duties. Performance bonus amounts can fluctuate from one employee to the next. Once the accounting side of your business has been evaluated, you can determine if holiday bonuses and/or performance bonuses will be distributed. Office management. Perform a complete inventory of all property. All business property includes everything in your office, all equipment currently at employees' homes, all equipment at the home of the business owner, and any equipment stored off-site in storage. Inventory includes documenting serial numbers and taking pictures of all property. Will there be any updates to office decor? Will any employee workstations be moved? Are there plans for rebranding the office? Do walls need to be painted or other construction projects to improve the current office space? Review the company's online presence. When reviewing the company's online presence, go through each company website page and make sure all links are working, social media accounts are connected, and website blogs are current and up to date. Are there new social media sites added by the company? Also, do a search on the company's name in a couple of search engines to see what is being said about the company. Perform a company search and add the word complaint behind it to see if any negative comments are online about your company. Here's an example. My company's name, Nina Ross Business, and add the word complaints. Use your business name and add the word complaint. Also search sites like Glassdoor for any reviews left by employees or vendors. Create new business processes. To ensure consistency at the company, consider creating new business processes for tasks that require accuracy or protect the company. How do employees check out a laptop for the weekend to finish a project? How do engineers clean and return equipment used in the field? These processes should be written and placed in a binder in a public place that is easily accessible for the employees. Legal compliance. Does the business require licenses or permits to operate? These documents should be reviewed to ensure legal compliance. Review and update business licenses, permits, and registrations to ensure they are current. Do employees require continuing education to maintain their licenses? Someone on your staff should stay informed about any changes in labor laws, tax laws, regulations, or other areas that may affect your business legally. Set business goals for next year. Do you have any goals, financial goals, employee goals, KPIs, sales goals, or other goals for your company? Q4 is when the company as a group should sit down and make plans for the following year. Accounting. Review financial reports. Although financial reports should be reviewed throughout the year, early Q4 is the time of year where business owners assess where the company stands financially and how the current standing compares to previous years. Those financial reports should include, but are not limited to, profit and loss statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, accounts receivable, accounts payable reports, and all original bank account statements for the year. This includes original credit card statements. Reviewing these reports should help the company determine if it will have a profit or a loss for the fiscal year. If the company shows a profit, tax payments can be estimated or a determination can be made if new office furniture or computers can be purchased. If the company lost money, a determination should be made as to where the loss occurred and make changes accordingly. Also, this is the time of year to rename line items on your financials to help business owners understand the expenditures. Reviewing the original bank statement is helpful to see if any unusual or large expenditures, and this is where you ask questions. If your bookkeeper cannot produce original bank or credit card statements by whatever deadline, or the bookkeeper presents an Excel spreadsheet in lieu of original documents, there could be a problem. I recommend reviewing financials once in October, take a deep dive in November, and a final review in mid-December. Do some forecasting to determine your net profit or loss. This is assuming that your fiscal year ends in December. With your CPA to discuss tax strategies. Consult with a tax professional or accountant mid-Q4 to review the company's tax situation. Identify potential deductions, credits, and strategies to minimize your company's tax liability. Verify vendor and 1099 information. The company should already have a process in place for vendors. Vendor is chosen. The vendor should complete an application and submit an IRS Form W-9 and a certificate of insurance as needed. The information submitted by the vendor should be verified. The vendor's online reputation should be checked out. References should be checked. Some companies may not be this thorough, and sometimes things like a W-9 are not collected until it's tax time the following year. Regardless, all companies should have this information in its file prior to tax time. When looking at vendor accounts in your accounting software, make sure the following information is completed: company name, complete company address, social security number or tax ID, and the business owner should see the total amounts paid to the vendor throughout the relationship. When I find this information missing, I withhold the vendor's payment until I get the missing information. I usually begin reviewing vendor information in early October, actually one of the first tasks I perform. Who owes the company money? What bills are owed by the company? What bills are owed by the company? Why are they owed, and can they be paid by the end of the year? Who owes the company money? Can that money be collected by the end of the year? Do you have a collection process in place? Examine the company's various budgets. Should you change utility companies like a cell phone? If you as a business owner typically do not examine these reports regularly, I would start examining this information in November and again after Christmas but before the new year. Review employee information, payrolls, and benefits. Review the company's employee payroll roster for the entire year, not just current employees. Well, Nina, why? You're looking to ensure there are no ghost employees or terminated employees that are still getting a paycheck from the company. Reviewing this information also ensures that the paychecks of the former employees were stopped at the proper time. Check that employees' names are current in case of marriage. What about the employee address? Did the employee move? I can't say this enough. Ensure that all employees have up-to-date emergency contact information. Review employee benefits. Are you getting the best rate for health insurance? Is it time to add a 401k program? What benefit packages are offered by your competition? What percentage of your company's gross revenue is allotted for employee salaries and benefits? Can you afford to give a pay raise? Discuss these other miscellaneous issues. Are there any issues with the company's accounting software? Does the company CPA need to review any specific areas of the company's financial records? Are there any bookkeeping needs that should be addressed? Make time to evaluate your CPA. Is the CPA's company growing with the needs of your business? Is your CPA addressing the company's requests in a timely manner? Personally visit the company's bank. I recommend all business owners visit the banks where the company has financial accounts and review the company's accounts. Ensure that the business owner's approved authorized signatories are the only ones on the account. Verify that there are no ghost accounts opened under the business name or the business owner's name. Check all business credit cards. Are their former employees still authorized to use the company credit card? What about the credit lines? Don't forget to check those. Verify payments of all business taxes. The buck stops with the business owner regarding the payment of business taxes. Make the time to ensure all business tax returns have been filed and business taxes have been paid for the year. Don't just trust company financial records to determine if tax payments have been made. Verify that checks have been processed through the company's bank account. Look at the payable to line. This should say U.S. Treasury. The exact tax payment amount should be the same on the check and the company's tax return. I highly recommend taking a further step. I recommend opening an EFTPS account with the IRS. An Electronic Federal Tax Payment System, or EFTPS account, will show what tax payments were processed through the IRS. Inventory. If the company sells products, taking inventory should be performed on a very regular basis and should sync with the company's financial software. Business owners should take time to review this information directly in the financial software. Take a physical inventory count to determine the value of your remaining goods and materials. This helps with accurate financial reporting and tax collections. Also, take inventory of office supplies and determine if any purchases are needed before the end of the year. Summary. I can't say this enough. This is only the beginning of what business owners should review at the end of the year. Use the information in this video as a guide to help create a unique, customized company end of the year checklist. Consider the information gleaned in this video as a starting point. Add additional tasks throughout the life of the business. Ask for help. Sit down with key staff members to create an end of the year plan and assign tasks to those employees. If your business has one employee, grab a coffee and create a checklist of what tasks need to be completed and a deadline for completion. Let's make it a goal to reduce the stress of the end of the year by preparing throughout Q4. Don't wait until December 31st to start preparing your company for the end of the year. Everyone knows that the end of the year is coming. The tasks I mentioned in this video can be done throughout the year, so you don't necessarily have to wait until Q4 to complete these tasks. Did I miss any tasks? How does your company prepare for the end of the year? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you want to know more about business operations, business management, human resources, and other topics related to running a business, click on one of those play links. Click on one of these Click on the playlist.
One eternity later.
Click on one of these playlists. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.